In today's video, I'm going to share with you a concept that changed the way I operate my business. It changed everything. I started to make more money since I understood this simple concept. Now, what it's all about, I'm going to explain to you as simple as I could possibly explain using this tablet where I can easily share the idea with you. Now, what it's all about, this concept that helped me make more money in my business, even if we talk about offering services, or even if we talk about offering digital products or access to my program. First, we need to understand that there are some levels into this market, and this is level number one. I'm gonna draw it right here. We have this is level number one, so let's just add here level one, which is made with free content. You will probably know this, but I'm going to repeat it. We have a lot of free content online, on YouTube, on blog articles, on websites, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. We have free content. We have a lot of free content in social media, free content from influencers, free content from different gurus. Everything you can consume online is free. The internet is free. We have AI that it's also free. You can use AI to get some information from ChatGPT, Claude, and so on without paying anything. And this is level one of information, the free information that it's everywhere, and everybody have access to this information. Now, we still had access to this information before AI. We had Google. We had, you could find anything basically on internet. For example, any book. I use this method. I just wrote the book name on Google, and at the end I add .pdf, and you can basically find any book on this earth for free, especially if it's in English. But yeah, I downloaded some books, I read some books, and the ones that I liked, I also bought them to have them physically, as not only for to read them again, but also to share my appreciation to the author of that book. And of course, then there are many books who are just made, let's say, in the last couple of years. There are many books that they just, in my opinion, they are just a waste of time and energy to read them. They are not in depth. They are just made for, let's say, money, or I don't know if is exactly why they wrote those books, just to be wrote. I don't know exactly why. Now, but the point is that we have level one, which is free content. We have free information, and the information alone, we know that it's useless. It's useless to just have information. I've been to college before. I studied a lot, and even at college, we had a lot of information that it's useless. And I know that in the US, there are people who are paying and they are getting in debt to just get into the college. I don't know why is this system, but this is what they are doing there. In my country, Romania, we don't have that. You can have, let's say, if you have good grades, you can have free education, especially if you want to go to college, like faculty, and to have your master degree and so on. And for those who are not very good at getting good grades, they have to pay, but is not too much. I mean, it's maximum $2,000 per year, and it's insane that in US it's around 200K debt. And yeah, but coming back to this level one, we know that this free content, even if there are a lot of people who are making free content, is even on this channel, we will find a lot of value and a lot of information. you know that is not enough, because information alone is not enough. And that's why we have another level, let's say level 2, where we have, let's say, a more structured information. I just add here communities. Now, it can be also simple courses, or it can be also communities where you can have also access to different courses that are more in depth, that they are more, let's say, linear, or gradual, or you know, it's it's better in a better structure. So it's not just that I throw all my information to you, and I structure everything that I know in a way that it's simply to understand, and it's simple to watch or to consume, and it's also simple to execute. That's why there is this level 2, where we have courses and communities. And yeah, this between the free content and the level 2, between level 1 and level 2, this is the gap. We have here a gap. And let's say this is the information gap, because you have access to um, all that information, but you don't have access to somebody who you can ask questions. Let's say, to ask somebody, if is that information good, or should I apply this information? Does it work in my context? That's why it's nice to have communities or courses where you have a mentor or somebody who can help you solve those questions, with answer based on that expertise, and with answer based on that knowledge that the author of the community or the course is having. Because in most cases, when you are joining a course or a community, you are not just joining any course or community. You just want to join something that is good, something that is working, and something that has, let's say, or either proof, or the author have enough experience or expertise to help you solve a specific problem that you are dealing with right now. That's where, with communities, you can solve the gap, the information gap. Now, to understand this better, this information gap is that with all this information that is available out there on the internet, people are very, very overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed very easily, especially if I'm going on social media, on Instagram, for example, and I start scrolling and I see all these different ideas and concepts about the same subject. Some people say that funnels are okay. Some people say that funnels are not okay. Some people say that this strategy works. Some people say that this same strategy is not working, and they are all right. But the context matters, and you have your unique context. You have your unique context with your unique resources, which resources are your time, your money, your energy, your network. You know, um, your team, your tool stack. Let's say right now here, as you can see, I have these resources in the lights, the camera, the tablet, everything I'm using here is physical resources, and it cost me a lot of money, but it's still something that I invested in. And of course, you have your resources, and also there is not only about these tools that we are using, because you can use AI to optimize things. You can use AI, for example, um, to get answers faster and so on. But AI cannot give you recommendation, even if you send AI a lot of context, because AI cannot give you certainty. AI can give you information. AI can give you, let's say, um, frameworks, or it can give you even a plan. But who decides if that plan is good or not for you? Will you let an AI to decide that? or will you decide for yourself and take the risk, or will you just ask somebody who've been there before and who can give you a better answer based on your context? Because, for example, if you are with me in a call and you describe your situation and you describe for me in 10 or 20 minutes what you've been through and everything there, I can see you, I can understand what you say, but I can also ask you questions that AI will not ask you unless you will ask AI to ask you questions. Because AI will not come to you and say, hey, I just look at your Instagram, but you didn't tell me to look at your Instagram, but I look at your Instagram and I see that it's bad. You have bad copy, you have bad positioning there, your pin posts are bad, and so on. This is something that AI will not do unless you ask AI to do that. And even if you are doing that, you still need AI to still need to ask AI to do many things for you, and many of those things you probably don't know how to ask AI to do. So that's why somebody who is an expert in the field or can or have some expertise or experience can help you to give you a little bit more certainty and who can understand your context more than what you tell. Because, for example, when you are talking to me in a call, I can understand based on the way you are speaking and based on the way you are sharing your ideas that you know what you are talking about, or you are not, or if you are very insecure, or if you, let's say, are overwhelmed, or if you don't have any clarity at all or any direction. And I know exactly how to use this context from our conversation and what I know about you and what I know about myself and my past experiences with other clients, and I can give you proper answers or proper questions to help you discover more. Like I could do coaching with you, or I can just give you some consulting or some mentorship to guide you to go to a specific direction that you need to go right now, because I have certainty that it's working. And this is something that AI cannot provide you. Now, coming back to our explanation here, this is something that communities can do, especially if you are in a good community, and especially if you can answer the author of that community or people who are in that community specific answers, specific questions, and they can provide you specific answers. Now, I just make a little break here, and I can invite you to join the Vincit Club community. Vincit Club, it's a space, a private space I built where I connect more with my audience. You can ask me their questions, you can get all the resources, and we are having in-depth conversation there. Let's go to the level number 3. And you see I'm building here some sort of pyramid. Level 3. Level 3 is about, let's say, programs. So it's more in depth. Here we don't just you don't just have access to specific information, and you don't just get answers for your questions based on that context that you provide. You also have, let's say, a more guidance. Here we also work on your mindset, and you're working more in your mindset, because here is the another gap between the communities and between programs. Here is the mindset gap. This is the mindset gap. First you had level 1, a lot of free content that it's overwhelming, a lot of information, and you cannot just read any book on earth or just do any course on earth, because you don't have enough time and energy for that. And even if you're consuming a lot of content, and this is something that I did in the past and it was a mistake, I consumed a lot of content, a lot of courses, and I never started. And this is one of the most important things, to get started. No matter how bad you feel that you are right now, you have to get started and optimize everything on the go. Right now, for example, I'm filming this video and I know that this video is not good enough. I mean, it can be better. I can have better effects, better information. I can provide this information in a more clear and in a better way. I know I could do that, but you shouldn't just struggle too much and overthink too much on how you deliver and work more on. I mean, take action more. Just do it, like the Nike says. Just do it, right? Because of course, it can be better. You can be better. Everything can be better. We are not perfect. We are humans. But what it's perfect is that you can share something to the world and something that is valuable. And you shouldn't just stop here and procrastinating because it's not perfect. And see, here we talk about something that it's related to mindset. And that's why I prefer, and probably you prefer, to watch content from people who are, let's say, more into mindset, or who are more talking about the way you have to think, or the way that they are trying to shift our beliefs and working on your self-development. That's why you probably like watching inspirational content or motivational content. But inspiration and motivation is not enough. You still need to get that information. You still need to use your knowledge and your expertise and to apply that to your context to accomplish your goal. Because you have a goal right now. I don't know what is your goal, but you have a goal. Or probably you don't have, but you need to create a goal. You can have a short-term goal, a mid-term goal, and a long-term goal. Now, the long-term goal is going to be more conceptual. It's something that we probably will not ever achieve, but it's not impossible, but it's for long-term, for 10 years. And of course, during the 10 years, you don't know that you will exist and you don't know what will happen in the next year. But it's nice to have a long-term goal because you have some vision and you know that you can aspire to be someone or somebody. And it's better to have higher goals, to try to understand that you have a higher self and to try to work to be the best version of yourself, even if it's not going to happen in the next year. But you know that you can do that. Now this is all related to mindset. As you probably see here, we have the mindset gap. A community can help you with some answers, but the community cannot. If you're in your community, you will not get guidance because people don't have enough interest to just guide you or to be around you. And this is something that I also knew about mentorship. For example, I am in a community in Cluj-Napoca here. We have access to over 40 mentors. People with businesses, who are making money, people who with different expertise. But yet, even if I spoke with a few of them, I understand that they cannot help me, and I can only help myself. They couldn't even guide me, and they couldn't give me specific answers. All they did was to blur my mind more and intoxicate my mind with specific ideas that they had. Because why is that? They don't have enough context. They don't have enough time. You need to spend time. You need to work on a specific goal with somebody in order to understand what they are doing and in order to understand the way they operate and in order to see, based on what they are doing, what is the output that they are getting, and based on that output to optimize and to iterate more. And this is something that you cannot do just having one call with somebody. Of course, if you have, like, say, a specific problem on Facebook ads, you can have a call with me It's paid call with paid consulting. I'm going to watch your funnel. I'm going to watch your ads. I'm going to watch your campaign structure, and I can tell you exactly that this is not good and this is good and this is what you have to improve, and that's it. You have the answer, and this is more tactical, more specific. But if we talk about the strategy, if we talk about the way you need to operate, if we talk about the direction that you need to take, if you talk about we talk about the content that you have to post and you have to create your personal brand and everything. These are things that are going to take time and energy, and you need somebody who is with you for at least 3 months in order to get some results that you expect. Not from them, but from you. They are just a companion. They are just your guide. They're just somebody who can help you. But they're not going to help you. They're not interested in helping you like that without any investment from you or without any commitment. That's why they are asking you for money. That's why they are asking you um, for to do certain things. You know. Now we have also the another level, level 4, and I'm gonna add here, let's say, systems. Now communities are great. I mean, free content is great, right? You are watching this video, you like this video. I mean, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please send a like there so I can know that you like this video. It helps me with my ego, let's say. We have communities where we can get some information, more structured information, some courses, and some guidance, let's say some Q&As and something like that. We have programs that will help us with the mindset, and we have our mentors, or let's say consultants or coaches, who are there for us and who are helping us. And we also have systems. Now, systems are very great, especially if you have something that it's working. This is something that, let's say, I don't know if it's a mistake or not, but you shouldn't work too much on your systems before you have something, let's say, validated, or something that is working. And how you can tell that something is working or it's validated? It's quite simple. You have people, I mean, you have demand. You have people who are interested in what you have to offer. You have people who are asking you questions, and you have also people who buy. This is the best validation. You have strangers who are buying your offer, your stuff. Now, regarding this system, of course, I like to have, in my program, we have like 4 systems. These are systems that will help you scale. Because it's nice to have, let's say, motivation, and you are very motivated right now to create content and to create ads and to push yourself and to break the boundaries and so on. But sometimes motivation is not enough, because there are days when things are not working and you feel overwhelmed and you feel frustrated and you feel like everything is not having any sense, and you're just out there, let's say, dealing with your mind, with your thoughts, and with your everything. And in that case, it's really nice to be a very disciplined, to be a disciplined person. I am disciplined because, let's say, I can give you a really nice example how you can tell that you are a disciplined person. You were able to do something for a long period of time, no matter how you feel. For example, in my case, it's with the gym. I have some sort of rule that I am going to the gym at least 3 times per week, no matter how the weather is, no matter how I feel. And I just do that. And I feel great every time I'm doing that. It helps me with my self-esteem. It helps me with my self-trust, self-esteem. And I've been doing that for over 3 years. Going to the gym at least 3 times per week, every single week, with some exceptions. I had one exception when I was very ill, and another exception when I was in a vacation. But even if you are in a vacation, you can still do some workout, no matter where you are. You can still do some push-ups and something like that. Now, discipline is very nice, and it's really great. For example, when you want to create content, because you need that discipline to create content every day, especially if you don't have enough, um, let's say, traction, especially if you don't see people are liking your content, or you don't see any view. It's okay to be disciplined there, but discipline is not enough, because sometimes you just don't have time. You have other priorities. You have to deal with your wife, or with your husband, or with your kid. You have just other priorities in life, and you don't have time and energy to do what you have to do in your business. That's why it's really nice to have systems. And for my program, I have like 4 systems. I'm not gonna send them here, just tell you right now. We have the um, promotion system. So system that will help you to promote your stuff, to get traffic, to get traction, to be known, to be so people they are to get awareness, to get reach, so people are aware that you exist and that you have some solutions to their problems. We have the second one, which is the presentation system, which means you have some sort of tool that will help you to present, like a website or a funnel or a PDF or a VSL or a simple landing page with your offer. So the presentation system, where this is a way you present people your offer while you sleep, and it's working. I mean, people can enter that page, and they can see that what you have there, and they can buy. And this is the presentation system. All the traffic that you get from the promotion system, you throw to the presentation system, and there you what you do, you make some conversions. Then you have the monetization system. Of course, you need a system to monetize. For example, for me, it's my platform that we built, where you can sell and deliver your digital products at scale. It's called Zimmers.com. And yeah, you have there your offers, you have there your Stripe checkout, and basically people can pay by card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, money transfer, or anything. They can send you money. This is a way to monetize these things. And also you have the delivery system. I mean, this is a system where you add all your courses, all your communities in a place that everything is connected to each other, and people have access to that really easy while you sleep. Again, you don't need to do anything manually. Once they enter your ecosystem, once they let's say watch an ad from you or watch a content, and they click on it, on the link, and they arrive to the presentation and they buy, they get access to everything, and you have all the systems connected together. These are the systems. Now, of course, there is a gap here also between the level 3 and level 4. We have the implementation gap. People don't know how to implement things. People don't know how to create funnels. People don't know how to create ecosystems. People don't know how to create systems like that, like content system or management system or a business system in general. Regarding to what business you have, regarding to the money model that you choose, regarding to the business model that you have, regarding to the niche that you are in right now, and regarding many things that are specific to your unique context, you may have the implementation gap, which means you don't know exactly how to create that system that will help you achieve those results that you want to achieve. That's why there are people who are operators. For example, I was and I'm still am a an operator because I started a digital marketing agency in 2020. I helped, I served over 150 businesses, real businesses, big businesses from my country and also from abroad, from UK and US. I help them with creating these kind of systems and strategies, and I also do the implementation with my team. We create the website, the funnels, the um, webinars, and the content and everything that those businesses need. And no matter the size of the business, or no matter the market or the niche, no matter the domain, it's quite the same. Marketing has the same principles. Sales are using the same principles. We are using the same persuasion principles, and the principles are the same. Now, the way you operate, the way you are doing things, the way you are allocating those resources based on what resources you have and based on the decisions that you make regarding your mindset, of course, the implementation can be quite different. Some people are having better implementation. Some people are having poor implementation. It really depends about your knowledge. It really depends about your network, the money that you spend, or you are willing to invest, the team that you have, or you are hiring, and so on. We have different systems here. Now, these are the gaps. Again, you have the information gap. Let's color this with green or with red. You have the information gap. You have the mindset gap. And we also have the implementation gap, like this. For all these gaps, regarding your unique context that you are in right now, for example, you just lack information, it's okay, just join a community or a course, and you will have information that you need. And by the way, this is a little advice from me to you. All you need is, if you are lacking clarity right now, you will not get clarity by just thinking. You will not get clarity by just asking people or AI for solutions. The only way you will get clarity is by taking action, by doing things, by failing, by getting some output, some results, no matter how good or bad they are, and by optimizing everything. This is how you start getting clarity. Many people, they think that they need to have this knowledge or this information to have everything clear from the beginning. No. Do you think that people like, I don't know, Alex Hormozy or Russell Branson or Neil Patel or Gary Vee, do you think that they had clarity at the beginning? Do you think that they just think about themselves having these huge businesses that they had? No, they just started with something. They started from their unique context. For Gary Vee, for example, it was that wine shop, and he started from there, and he started to create content, and he got some leverage with that content, and he was known for that, and he then changed the direction to marketing and stuff like that. And it was quite the story is quite different to everybody. And for me, for example, I didn't just start with what I'm doing right now. For example, as you can see, I'm quite new into this space. Even if I have 9 years experience in marketing, I'm still new. I still have a new YouTube channel. I still have a new Instagram account, and everything is quite new. I don't have too many posts. Only last week I reached my first 100 posts on Instagram. So I'm just new into the space. And why is that? Because I changed my direction. Until a few months ago, I posted in Romania, in my Romanian accounts, and there I had a following around 225k followers combined on all my platforms, social media accounts. But I decided to change the direction and go internationally with my content, with my everything that I learned so far. At the beginning, I didn't start with marketing, the digital marketing agency. I just learned skills and I started to have, let's say, side projects. And I worked in a company as a marketing specialist for 3 years. And there, by doing volunteering and also working in that company and doing side projects, only after that I decided to start my agency, and after that I decided to create the high ticket legacy program and everything. That's why the clarity is not coming to you right now. Now, coming back to this, we also have the level 5, which is the last level. Level 5, we have the, let's say, 1%. These are the 1% people who know exactly what I'm talking about here. I talked about the communities, the programs, the systems, and the free stuff, and all the gaps. But you know that the top 1% people, what they have different than the other are just that they skip everything and go directly to the root cause. So that's why here, let's say you start with, I have here some, from the information, you go to the strategy. And here, these people, what they are doing, they are getting information, they are getting help from people with expertise. People like, I mean, it doesn't matter. Everybody is quite the same. We are all humans. We cannot be best at everything. You are not good at basketball, for example. You cannot be the best at football, and you cannot be the best at accounting, and you cannot be the best at, let's say, music in the same time. You could aspire to be great at many things, but not in the same time. There is only one Messi, there is only one Cristiano Ronaldo, there is only one Ronaldinho, there is only one Neymar, there is only one Michael Jackson, there is only one, I mean, Marcus Aurelius, if you want to go to the Roman Empire, So that's why I had this conclusion that we started with, that these people who are having, let's say, everything established in their life, they know how to get help from people who are experts in a specific area, in a specific field, and who are willing to help. That's why it's really important, no matter where you are right now, to get help. Do you have some problems with your mind, with your emotions? Go to a mindfulness coach or to a therapist. Do you have any problem, like health problem? Go to a doctor or to somebody who is an expert in that area. Do you have any problem with losing fat or gaining strength or building muscle? Go to a personal trainer, to a fitness coach. Do you have any problem, let's say, with your accounting, with your business, with your numbers? Go to an accountant or to somebody who is good in numbers, who can help you with that, with your wealth. Do you have problems with your systems? Go get help from somebody who is implementing systems. Do you have problem with, let's say, with your mindset? Go talk with a mentor, go talk with a mindset coach. There are so many people who can help you. Now, you can get help from people who are on the same path as you are, and these usually they are mentors. And you can also get help from people who've been there, who have their journey, and who who have enough experience and knowledge and can help you with some to share that knowledge with you, and so you can get some skills. And you can get help from consultants, people who have an expertise and they are very good in what they are doing and can give you specific answers to specific solutions. You can be all of them. You can also be a mentor, you can also be a coach, you can also be a trainer, and you can also be a consultant. You can be all of them. You can play all these roles because it really depends about the context and um, the experience that you have so far. And no matter how many years you spent in the field, no matter how good you think you are, or how much knowledge you have or you get so far, you still need help from other people. You still need to be part of communities, to invest in different programs and courses, to build systems, and to level up and finding people who can help you to level up. That's the conclusion here: to ask for help, build tools, build systems, build team, surround yourself with people who can help you to achieve your goals faster and in a more pleasant way, without chaos, without burnout, without hustle, without wasting too much of your resources. I believe that you still need to work on the four pillars in life, like your health, the first one and most important one. Second, your relationships. The third one, your wealth. And last but not least, your happiness. All of this will help you to have a better journey, let's say, a better journey in your entrepreneurship journey, in your business journey. Because it's not only about the final destination, but it's also about the journey. Because without struggle, without moments that were not perfect, without things, hard things that happen in your life, you cannot share a great story to the world.